Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on Irish radio. It's the scintillating, it's the stupefying, it's the splendido crappy quiz. Every Friday we pit three of Team Off the Ball up against one another in a quiz of sporting factoids at the end of the week. Happy Halloween, everybody. And how would you welcome tonight's contestants?
That was yesterday, on.
Good point.
Ultimately, that was yesterday. So
I don't get the joke.
ultimately, that was yesterday.
Do you want to get all these jokes out of the way at the start? Or?
Ultimately, I'll probably have more as we go.
He's probably been saying them all morning since 7:45.
Ultimately, we'll see.
I don't know why Eoin doesn't like Halloween, by the way.
You really are like a jack-in-the-box, wound up, ready to go with loads of humour.
You're what's wrong with you have big Halloween issues.
Yeah?
I've never ridiculous Halloween issues.
There's no issue that I
You
have.
hate it.
I have an issue with Halloween, but that's not an issue. It's actually just thinking rationally and realising that it's stupid.
You're joyless.
Weekend. Great bank holiday. Enjoy yourself.
You're joyless.
Indian summer sometimes. Scaring people. It's stupid.
His point yesterday morning was that he didn't like the fact that some people got off on big bangs from fireworks.
He had a Big Bang Theory, did he?
He just didn't like that people got off on big bangs.
You mistake.
Well, I got that.
It's a good guy.
Let's welcome tonight's contestants. Look at that on screen. Wow, John, that's some great visual mixing. I'm scary. Now I am scared. Allow me to welcome tonight's contestants. Our first contestant today has the green and gold socks sorted, the royal shorts in the bag, and a key pack jersey sorted as well. This Halloween, he's dressing up as a Meath footballer, and there ain't nothing Andy McEntee can do about it. Give it up for the Meath hillbilly, Tommy Rooney.
Hello.
You're very welcome.
Morning.
In the middle seat is a man who's dressing up as Pat Mustard from Father Ted for Halloween, because the milkman always delivers, and this man has been delivering crappy quiz wins every single week. Give it up for Phil the Power Egan.
Pat Mustard's character.
There's no stopping you.
No stopping you. And now on to this week's quiz. To paraphrase Pat Mustard. Anyway. Our final contestant today is dressing up as Tommy DeVito from Goodfellas, so he can have a cover for his faux outrage for the weekend. When he asks for a chai latte with almond milk and walnuts on top this weekend and the barista says, "That's a funny order," this contestant will flare up and say, "Funny how?" Give it up for Adrian, who's your daddy, Barry.
Just having a flat white at the minute, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's all I drink on it. These constant references every week to different types of coffee. Just flat white.
You're actually really
Why
boring.
am I having a
coffee
flat white?
drinker.
Is that what you just asked me?
Yeah, like why is flat white the coffee of choice?
Flat white is coffee of choice, and Tommy will attest to this. It's the best coffee to milk ratio that you can have.
So I've heard. Would you agree?
He freaked me out a couple of weeks ago and he told me how bad cappuccinos were for you, so
Really?
I moved on, yeah.
Think about the amount of milk that's in them.
What's wrong with milk?
Well, it's like drinking a pint of milk every time you have a
I
coffee.
don't have a pint of cappuccino.
There's frequently there.
How is there more
depending on
milk
the
in a
coffee shop you
cappuccino
go
than
to.
there is in a pint of milk?
I mean, it'd be close to one thing. On
200 calories in a cappuccino says...
See?
I think the problem is that the milk is
Jeffy's
frothed.
what's in a flat white, Jeff?
So that just increases the amount of milk. Where does the milk come from to take it from?
I can't hear you.
I think the frothing process of the milk is what makes it bad for you.
There's a lack of scientific understanding of how liquids can be turned into more liquid here, I think. But you're very welcome.
Thanks,
folks.
Son. Appreciate it.
As ever, the format is a classic crappy quiz with 4 questions each, and after 4 rounds, the trivia equivalent of taking every game as it comes is up. That's the rapid fire round. You can podcast the crappy quiz on offtheball.com or the Go Loud app. You can give us 5 out of 5, even if that's not your actual opinion. And please send any questions you have via postcard. Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. We are back last week after a 2-month hiatus, so naturally we haven't had any posts, so please send some posts in. Love some of this workload off for next week. Round 1, the boring questions round, never multiple choice. Question 1 for you, Tommy. Can you name the 2 teams who have won the Rugby World Cup final after extra time?
England.
Correct. And?
England and... South Africa.
Correct. 1995 and 2003.
It's good to be back.
Question 1 for you, Phil. Lionel Messi was the first player to score in 16 consecutive La Liga seasons, but a second player has this week become the second to do so. Can you name him?
Seasons in a row. Someone like Joaquin.
No, Sergio Ramos. This week scored for Real Madrid.
Hard luck, Phil.
Question 1 for you, Adrian. Okay, so we got a bit of a controversy here.
Well, I'll give you the
ladies and
answer
gentlemen.
first, and then we can...
No, let's pull the curtain back. You know which sports person this question is going to be about, don't you?
Oh, very good.
Take a stab. Go on.
Katie Taylor.
Correct. Right.
Adrian,
Here comes
let's
the
just clarify.
No.
Adrian had a tactical Google before the quiz.
No, that's fine. You could do... Before the quiz, you
whatever.
can do whatever it is you please.
And fair is fair. Katie Taylor is in action this weekend. Can you name the weight class she is?
No, that's
boxing in?
bollocks. Go back to your...
Oh, yes, I like this.
If you can tell me that's the question that's on the... If you tell me that's the question that's on the sheet and show it to me, then I will happily take a stab at that. Otherwise...
Hold on a second, Adrian.
Tommy will...
cheat the
Tommy
system,
can
pal.
No, how would I try and treat the system?
I don't show sheets.
No, come on. Ask me the question that's on the sheet.
You can't predict what's on the
Katie
quiz.
Taylor is back in action this weekend. Can you name the weight class
No,
she's fighting at?
that's on the sheet. You verified that that's the
I
question on
can't,
the
because I
sheet.
can't look at the sheet. I
Of
can't
course you
look at
can.
the
It's
sheet.
at the bottom of the
I
page.
can't,
There's no
because I
more
might see the next
questions.
page. I can't look at the
Adrian,
sheet.
What weight class?
If you tell me that's the question that's on the sheet, I'll take a stab at it.
Yes.
It's not.
Adrian, it backfired. Your tactical
Show it
Google
to the
backfired.
camera. Show it to the camera. Come on, we can't see it.
No, it's tiny. It's like Times New Roman 11.
No, it's her opponent,
Who's called?
Landetrau. Christina Landetrau.
But no, tell me
I think you got that wrong, actually. I think if you remember that wrong.
You didn't have to land the punch and land the throw.
No,
I said.
I like that bit.
it's Lender Datu.
Yeah.
Landertrow, that's not the same name.
That's a point. Come on.
It's not a point.
It's super light heavyweight.
That's a point.
Super lightweight.
That is a point.
Super lightweight, of course.
This is bullshit. That's ridiculous, Owen. That is absolutely ridiculous. You're punishing me for doing something You yourself said, when he questioned it, you said, whatever you do before the quiz, you do.
But
you can't punish me for doing something before the quiz.
You got the answer wrong.
I got the answer 100%.
You got the question wrong as well.
Close to spot on.
No, it's not Landertrow.
That's wrong. You know it's wrong. I know by your hesitancy that you know it's wrong.
Look, I don't like to be harsh on
definitely
people,
wrong.
but sometimes being harsh is
Leonard
also
Datu.
being nice.
That's
isn't
a
it?
bad
Leonard-
We've
decision.
got to stand by our principles here.
Huh?
at the Crappy
Leonard
Quiz.
Datu is her name.
That's what I said.
That's right. Sounds like a transformer.
Christina. I could have just said Christina, but I didn't. I went for it.
Round 2. It's
That's a
1-0
point.
to
No,
Tommy.
that's...
Round 2
That's wrong.
is the GAA All-Stars round.
You've let yourself down, Owen.
Playing for your county is all about pride in the jersey, helping your team win, and the ultimate glory of proving to everyone that you're better than your teammates by winning an All-Star. This round will test your knowledge on the GAA All-Stars ahead of tonight's ceremony. Question 2 for you, Tommy. Wexford have won 2 All-Stars in this year's Hurling Team of the Year. Can you name the last Wexford man to win one before this year?
Before this year. So before this year. Let me just clarify for a second. He could have won this year as well.
When did I say that?
Okay.
You're not getting any extra detail.
Can I have
Given
the
these stringent, extremely stringent
Can I have
rules
the
of-
question one more time, please?
Who was the last Wexford man to win an All-Star?
This is so fun.
So before this year.
In any year that's not
Surely.
2019.
Surely it was... I feel like I'm being tricked here. Rory Jacob.
No.
It was Lee Finn, wasn't it?
No.
Conor MacDonald.
No. It's been a long time.
Goalkeeper.
Damien Fitzhenry.
Damien
Oh no,
Fitzhenry.
it was my first answer.
Wow.
Question 2 for you, Phil.
How did I mess that up?
Henry Shefflin has won the most hurling All-Stars, but who has won the most football All-Stars?
Oh, jeez. How easy. It's not a dub.
Yeah, sure, they don't get the Ulsters.
Oh.
They just get the All-Irelands.
Pent up anger. Oh. Kind of a
Oh, how did I get Fitzhenry
rallying
wrong?
joke to follow up your first one there. Tell me who's got the most football All-Stars.
How long is he getting it?
Yeah.
I don't. At least I didn't repeat
either
the
know it or you
question
don't.
to buy time. It's going to be someone like
Spiky.
Colin Cooper.
No, he's second. Pat Spillane with 9.
It's just a reason for Owen to pick through Kerry's greatness, isn't it? Come on, whatever. Hit me up with some other question that you're going to change on the spot.
Not
And
much picking through is
do you want
required.
to change it before I give the answer or afterwards this time?
Question 2 for Adrian. Name 2 non-Dublin players who won football All-Stars last year. Any 2. Easiest question you'll ever get.
Well, no, the last one was the easiest one I'd ever get, and you didn't give it to me.
You got her name wrong.
There probably wasn't that many dubs that got them, although Phil would maybe argue differently. Did Con Kavanagh get one last year?
He did. Need one more.
Well done.
And Rory Began?
Correct.
Well done.
Good answer. So there
So I
was
should have 2 points now. Go on, yeah.
the full complete list is Rory Beggan, Colm Kavanagh, Patrick Hampsey, Carl O'Connell, Ryan McHugh, David Clifford, Conor McManus and Ian Burke.
It's not
Quite
that
a few
easy.
non-dubs, yeah?
Not that
Easy.
easy.
If you know the
Egan
answers,
was-
Tommy, you know what I mean?
Yep,
Ah,
1-0
yeah,
one
Egan
is
on
the
hard
sport
to
at the
remember
moment.
sequences.
Phil is on 0. Round 3 is the players versus the fans round. After Granite Xhaka's brutal showdown with the Arsenal faithful last weekend, this round will test your knowledge on the other time sports people have gotten a tangle with their own fans. Question 3 for you, Tommy. At the 2010 World Cup, an angry Wayne Rooney approached a TV camera and said, "Nice to see your own fans booing you, you football supporters." Who had England just played?
Tunisia?
No, Algeria.
Oh, you'd nearly give it to him.
On the map.
Question 3 for you, Phil.
That's 2 points behind me now.
In 2002, Real Madrid's Luis Figo was targeted by Barcelona fans who ended up throwing a pig's head at him at the Nou Camp. The Barcelona manager at the time came out and said, Figo provoked the fans. He walked over to the corner really slowly, picked up the bottle slowly, went back to the corner, and all this consciously and deliberately without the referee doing anything to stop it. Can you name that manager?
Was it Louis van Gaal?
Correct. Phil is up to 1. It's 1-1. Adrian, to go ahead. Paddy O'Shea famously called Kerry the roughest type of effing animals in a newspaper
Marty
interview.
Morrissey in Dubai.
No.
It wasn't Dubai either. It was South Africa, was it?
South Africa was
Okay.
the answer.
Oh, shit. Was that the actual question?
Yeah, South Africa was the
Oh,
answer.
thanks. I would have said Dubai anyway, so...
The answer was where did Marty Morrissey chat to Paddy O'Shea after?
They were on, was it
I jumped the gun
were
away
they
with
on an
that,
All-Stars
sorry
trip
about
or something? Was that the... Or was he, no, he was just on holidays.
He was just on holidays.
And Marty was also just on holidays. Was that right
Well,
about
Paddy
it?
was on the team holiday. Marty was just on
team
holidays.
Does he go to the same... he picks his destination by wherever the All-Ireland team are going that year.
Is that right?
I mean, I have no idea. I was asking, that was a question.
I wouldn't think so. I just think he's...
South Africa is a lovely holiday destination on its own merits, I think, Adrian. But 1-1. Congratulations to everybody so far. Round 4.
I should be 2.
At least we're all on the board, lads.
I should be 2.
This is a tight game, this.
Listen,
it's going to be like,
It's the taking part that counts.
grind this one out, like, you know?
I really don't like the new format of the rapid fire. Anyways,
Yeah,
go on.
just try and get yourself in the lead, Tommy, and then maybe you can use it for your
And try and get in before Phil because he's a machine.
Game over then.
Yeah, he's a milkman. Round 4 is the fun-free magic number round. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest gets 1. Again, I'm going to say that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. So if you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of All-Star awards won by Henry Sheahan during his Kilkenny playing career, plus the number of PGA Tour wins now notched by Tiger Woods, plus the number of kilometres to the nearest kilometre in a marathon, plus the number of total goals, including penalties, scored at Anfield on Wednesday night. Your 30 seconds expires when Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beats. So how many All-Stars does Henry Sheahan have? That's your first one. Added to that, the number of PGA Tour wins by Tiger Woods after his win in Japan last weekend. The number of kilometres in a marathon to the nearest kilometre. And the number of goals scored at Anfield on Wednesday, including in the penalty shootout. Time's almost up. Pen down.
So that was a good round.
Yeah, thank you very much. Tommy?
89.
89?
150.
Oh, no.
150?
93.
154 is the correct answer.
no.
Phil gets the 2 points.
I get a point. 1
And
point.
Adrian gets the 1 point.
150.
Let's
what?
go through this.
Did I mess up a Tiger? Tiger obviously is 80,
Tiger's
is it?
got a massive number, yeah.
2, I think.
Oh, no, I wasn't sure. I put down
28.
Tiger's got 82 PGA Tour wins.
Oh my god.
I didn't count Everton as PGA Tour wins. So
The number of All-Stars that Sheffield has?
10.
11. The number of kilometres in a marathon?
42.
42.
2, yeah.
And the number of goals in Anfield? 19.
Ah,
So that would give you a grand total of 154. Tommy, you're on 1 point. Adrian, you're on 2 points.
That was
And
some
Phil,
good. What did you
you're
get
on
wrong?
3 points.
I got them all wrong apart from the Tiger. Yeah. Like I was under and over in a few of them. So it kind of balanced out.
Right, we're on to the final. Our winner tonight will be decided in the round that separates the men from the boys. The Henry Shefflins from the Henry
Hang it in now,
D8s.
Tommy.
It's no team in
Ultimately, it's
all done.
finished.
It's no team in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. The score you get in this round will be added to your score in a previous round. There will be 40 seconds for everyone to answer from the same set of questions. We're going to start with the person with the highest number of points, then on to the person in second, and then on to the person in last. If you get a question correct, I'll ask you another question and keep asking you questions until you get one wrong. And once you get a question wrong, I'll move on to the next person, and your correct answer also means the deduction of 1 point. Phil, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm Pat Mustard.
3, 2, 1.
Your time starts with an Alan Quinlan huge.
I think it was huge for Japan, you know. Huge.
Who scored the most tries in 2007 when South Africa last won the World Cup?
Brian Habana.
Correct. Where will the 2023 Rugby World Cup take place?
He's gone.
France. How many goals did Leicester concede against Southampton last week, Adrian?
9.
None. Kawhi Leonard plays for which NBA franchise? Kawhi Leonard plays for which NBA franchise, Tommy?
Toronto.
No, Clippers. Name the Springboks captain, Phil.
He's gone.
Khaleesi. In which World Cup did Ireland not lose the quarter-final, Adrian, in rugby? Last not lose the quarter-final.
2011.
No, 2007. Partizan Belgrade is a club in which country, Tommy?
Serbia.
Correct. Name the Shamrock Rovers manager.
Stephen Bradley.
Correct. Which team won baseball's World Series on Wednesday night?
Oakland.
Time's up. One more. Phil.
Is this
What
the
club-
winner?
No, is this
What
the
club
winner?
does Cheslin Colby play for?
How long is he getting, lads? Is he getting 3
Next
seconds?
to the Cheetahs.
No, it's
long.
Toulouse.
Toulouse.
Which means
Do I win?
Adrian is on 0.
True.
Tommy went back to 1.
What?
Phil also went back to 1 as a result of his incorrect
So it's a three-way
answer,
tie.
which means it is a 3-way tie.
Dude, if you got the Katie Taylor question right, you'd be in the mix here.
Oh, sorry. Adrian, no, we're not in.
Oh, here, I should be
Adrian, sorry,
reinstated. He makes an excellent point. I should be reinstated.
Oh my God, Tommy.
I should be put back in here. Ultimately, that question was right, and ultimately I should be put back in.
Okay,
It
tiebreak.
actually gets funnier the more you say it.
I know.
Phil, Tommy, we tossed a coin. Phil, Tommy won the coin toss. So do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
How many Ireland caps does Steve Finnan have, Phil?
I'm going to say
38.
38, Tommy.
Over.
Correct. 53.
Get in there.
Tommy Rooney is the winner. And there's another crappy quiz. Have a happy Halloween,
I thought
everyone.
it was lost there. Proper comeback, boys.
Properly shafted there.
Hard luck, Phil.
I should have been in the mix.
You've lost
Maybe
your
I should have
spark.
been in that three-way tie. Yeah,
You were never in the mix,
I should have
were
been. What would we have done if it was a three-way split?
I don't know.
Nobody even knows. There's no rule for it.
There's no point, really. But so thank you for taking part and congratulations to
Ultimately,
you,
just
Tommy.
happy to be here.
Thank you. I'm
same.
delighted to be.
Come on, will I say the line? Ultimately. There, are you happy now?
Ultimately.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? Something brilliant is up next in the radio, and we're back next week on youtube.com/offtheball.